Okay, well, this is another one of our own, Astro Al. This is a tune called I Wish I Had a Goat.
And it's about goats and people who wish they had them. So roll the clip.
So, this is a song called I Wish I Had a Goat by Astro Al. And you are watching Astro Al in the future on Sal's show because you are time travelers. Because this is the past, so therefore you are the future. And future events like this will affect you in the future of Sal's show. And this is a song called I Wish I Had a Goat.
And I do. What can I say? I've always loved goats, so I actually wrote this song, and it's actually been covered by a band, Hart's Horn, out in Michigan. And so that's the first song we've ever had of ours that's been covered by another band. Anyways, if you love goats, and you love goat's milk and goat cheese and goat yogurt, you're gonna love this song. And, you know, we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that song was not written by DNA Girl, it was written by a goat and then beamed into DNA Girl's head.
So everybody wishes they had goats. Okay, well, so this is our wacky version of a Victorian airship.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
This is called Steampunk, and we are Astro Al, and this is the clip. Play the clip.
Play the clip.
This is a number about the past, which is also the future in some perspectives, because this is about a Victorian past that never existed, and it's interesting to all those fans of the realm called steampunk, because this song is called Steampunk, about the genre steampunk, and this is Astro Al and Sal Show doing our song called Steampunk.
So put on your goggles and fly through the air. Let your mind be boggled on this airship that we share.
And now let's meet our passengers.
Dear sweet Lady Jane had a robot powered by steam. Couldn't run it in the rain, but it had a ray beam.
Ray beam, ray beam, ray beam.
Dear old Queen Victoria held the secret of the Moria, danced by gaslight and invented electric flight.
Flight, flight, flight.
Dear Dr. Stephen Crane had a crossbow in his cane. Some thought him insane because he wanted to invade Spain.
Spain, Spain, Spain.
Dear Miss Penny Lowe always could make it snow. She put on quite a show, never ever dreamed slow.
Slow, slow, slow.
Oh, put on your goggles and fly through the air. Let your mind be boggled on this airship that we share. Oh, dear Lord Fry always wanted to fly. He gave clockwork wings a try and took off to the sky.
Sky, sky, sky.
Dear Captain Boone flew up to the moon, splashed down in Cameroon, ate a poison macaroon.
Macaroon, macaroon, macaroon.
Dear Mr. Randy was always quite handy. He drank lots of brandy, made a bomb from candy.
Candy, candy, candy.
Dear Admiral Lou ate a tasty stew, had a wind-up zoo and a faithful crew.
Crew, crew, crew.
Oh, put on your goggles and fly through the air. Let your mind be boggled on this airship that we share.
When we reach the future at last, it might not be as grand as our past. So, we are Astro Al, and this is still Sal Show, and you are still in the future. And this is taking place in Malden in the past. This is Sal Show, this is Astro Al, and this is called Lady Etheria Owns a Unique Airship. Lady Etheria walked the crowded, fog-shrouded streets of London in the Victorian era. And Lady Etheria began to walk down some different side streets, and slowly, it became so that she was one of the only ones about. And as she walked down the street, she noticed that behind her, her airship was following her. This greatly vexed the good Lady Etheria because she had expressly told her airship to stay home because she wanted to go out to have some tea, and she definitely did not want to be late. And if she argued with her airship anymore and sent it back home or took it back home on its leash, she would definitely be late to tea, and that was just not done. So Lady Etheria just decided her airship, which she had recently purchased, which was called Woodlock, would just have to come with her to tea. At least it would provide stimulating conversation for the ladies she was going to meet for her tea. As she walked, she saw a sickly old man lying in front of a building, and he was sleeping off some sort of indulgence from the night before. Lady Etheria, being a kind lady, left a little card because she thought unfortunately the man would need her services soon, and she also put a few shillings down next to him. And as she continued on her walk, she noticed a wind-up mechanical cat approaching her. She went over and petted the wind-up mechanical cat. It was the most impressive mechanical cat she had ever seen. She also gave her card to the cat, who she knew would deliver it to her owner. So Lady Etheria continued on her way, turning up Baker Street, soon to be at her destination for tea, when suddenly a man came up to her, and he looked at her, and then looked up at her airship and said, "Excuse me, that airship is what I want to buy. I want to buy your airship and make it part of my fleet of airships." This greatly vexed Lady Etheria. Her ship, Woodlock, hardly could become part of a fleet because it was so unique. You see, Woodlock was actually a floating cemetery, and Lady Etheria was in charge of it. It was a special honor to be part of Woodlock's history and to have people be interned at that cemetery that floated. And let me tell you, Lady Etheria was assured that the cemetery was so beautiful when it floated up high, when the sun came down upon it and would shine upon all the headstones. It was an amazing thing. And Lady Etheria took her responsibilities being in charge of this floating cemetery very seriously, which is why she only gave her card to people who really deserved to be interred at that cemetery. So of course she said no to the man. She had many offers pestering her already, asking her to sell Woodlock, and of course she refused every time. So this time would be no different. She unfolded her umbrella because rain just began to start drizzling down a little bit, and the man, he shook his head and said that he was not going to take no for an answer. So he pulled out a pistol and waved it at Lady Etheria. This greatly disappointed Lady Etheria, because Lady Etheria hated violence, especially when it involved women beating on men, because she knows that some men would really enjoy such a thing. So Lady Etheria's umbrella, she pressed a certain button on it, and a little gun came down and atomized the man's pistol. The man politely tipped his hat and ran away. Lady Etheria sighed deeply. It was such a good thing that the day it was raining, otherwise she wouldn't have brought her umbrella, and today would have been far, far more complicated. And Lady Etheria went on to have a nice tea.
Listen to the mysterious man in the mask spin the yarn about the Victorian airship.
Yeah, this is the sci-fi retro set. This is Lady Etheria, and it's all about people in the past, but they are in the future at the same time. Dig it. Hope you dug it.